A few years ago, I discovered that British Christmas adverts, or as we Americans would say, TV commercials, are amazing. In my over 20 years as a marketing professional in corporate America, I planned, filmed, and evaluated a lot of advertising. And so I thought it would be fun to do my very first ever reaction video here on my YouTube channel, looking at the 2021 Christmas adverts from Britain this year to see if there are some good ones. Let's begin with Aldi.
Once upon a time, in Dickensian days, there was a banana.
Merry Christmas.
Stuck in his ways.
Christmas carrot.
This pie chocolate filled. That's not the spirit, a banana.
Okay, so his name is Ebanana Scrooge. That's funny.
But what was the cause of him being so rotten? Being left on the plate, alone and forgotten.
Oh, now we're having sympathy for Ebanana Scrooge. He's forgotten. That's why he's so Scroogey and grumpy.
Who are you? I'm the spirit of Christmas. And I'm going to show you how magical it can be. Christmas is a time for peace and goodwill. Look, there's Marcus Radishford. He's always helping children.
Merry Christmas, Kevin.
As old Ebanana soared through the skies, he began to see Christmas through Kevin's eyes.
Oh, that looks painful. You should try icing it.
Realizing the sadness and misery he had brought, gave Ebanana more food for thought.
Merry Christmas, everyone. This is for putting up with me.
Moral of the story, the answer you'll find.
Thanks, a banana.
For you to be happy, you need to be kind.
For you to be happy, you need to be kind. That's a pretty good moral. I do think the ad was great because it was so clever how they worked in all of the Christmas Carol references. I don't really understand what Ebanana's turning point was, why he decided to be kind. I don't get it. I thought the ad was really cute, but as for making me want to shop at Aldi or making me want to be kind, I don't think it had quite enough of the emotional tug, in my humble opinion. Let's see what the next ad has. And now we have Tesco's advert.
Need a little help?
Oh, don't you worry, my love. This year.
Don't stop me.
Oi! Get off!
Don't stop me. Ooh, I like it.
Oh, did you catch that? The red light, green light, travel, don't travel. They're really hitting on a lot of COVID buttons here. The COVID passport, quarantining, stock shortages, travel restrictions. I liked this one. I like this one so much better than the Aldi one because I felt like it really hit on all the buttons of what we're feeling, having gone through, the pandemic for a couple years and not being able to be with our extended family and friends last Christmas season. And it just hit on nothing's stopping us. We are getting together. We are celebrating. We're doing all the things from the flaming puddings to flying to see family. So I thought this one was great. And it was, even though it referenced all of those things about the pandemic, it was so upbeat and showing all the possibilities of celebrating Christmas this year. So I really like this one. And now we have JD Sports, which is not a brand I'm familiar with. So I'm going to just sit back and see what this ad is all about.
Please, just remember the turkey.
Yeah, Mum. You told me this 10 minutes ago when I left the house.
Oh no.
I gotta go, Mum.
Trainer emergency.
Sorry, bro.
They already know who we be, don't need an intro. We got the game on lock.
Too much.
They try to squeeze over him. They play, we fly and then intro. I am
with it, man.
Brilliant, cause I want white socks, high socks, when the back drops. Look at my kick game, new things I got. Ride on, ride off, everybody likes us.
So what's this Aries got me then?
Your fave? Vanilla. Yeah.
Sam's got it.
You're right.
Hello.
Milkshake?
What, you think you got enough loose pairs or what?
I'm juicy and delicious. Look just like my pictures.
It's a long ad. But they're referencing all the sports things. They've got the trainers, the clothing, all the gear.
Even as the king trims, you don't cut it. All these boys are dogs, train them properly. If I stick with you, then you're lucky. Cause I'll be honest, everybody wants me. When I'm walking through the city, I'm comfy. I'm the best dressed hair, you can't ignore me. Fresh, yes. I like the grey tea with a black tick.
Are you on your way back with the turkey?
Oh, someone's in trouble.
So I liked the ad in that from a brand perspective, they worked in all of the JD Sports gear. I guess they sell trainers and the other clothing and things. So I think they did a good job with that, and also catching kind of the tension of trying to get everything done in the holiday season. But I'm kind of bummed they didn't get the turkey at the end. I guess as a mom of teenage boys and now men, I found that part a little bit sad at the end. So I would have liked a happier ending. So I thought it was a good ad, but still like the Tesco one better. And now for Waitrose. I'm excited to see their ad because I do love their store and their brand.
Oh, it's lovely.
Agatha
But it's not
Raven.
the best part of Christmas. This is. This is pure joy. But this is infused with truffle. Christmas films are wonderful. Turkey. Everyone loves a Christmas party, but passing Heston's mince pies off as your own, thrilling. Just whip these up. Myself. Candied figs in your Christmas pudding, sprouts that are mostly pancetta. And stuffing. Yes, it was me. I ate the stuffing.
I do love the sprouts that are mostly pancetta. That was a good one. And confessing to eating all the stuffing. I'm loving this one.
All of it. Because the best bit of Christmas is the food.
I actually really like this one because the food all looks delicious, so it's festive and makes you feel the holiday spirit, but also it just really focuses on the food. So at the end of the day, Adverts exist to sell stuff and make us buy stuff, and I think this one is doing the best job of making me want to go buy some Waitrose stuff for the holidays. Next up is a McDonald's ad, Mickey D's, which I don't really think of McDonald's as being a big Christmas advert brand in the US, so I'm really interested to see what they do in the UK.
Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you.
Great song.
Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback, warm nights, almost left behind. Suitcase of memories. Time after, sometimes you picture me. I'm walking too far ahead. You're
Growing up.
calling to me. I can't hear what you've said. Then you say, go slow. I fall
Oh no, her imaginary friend getting stuck in the closet.
the second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me.
Okay, I was not expecting the McDonald's ad to make me cry. That was awesome. I really loved that ad. The music, I mean, it just goes to show you how much the music brings out emotion in an ad. I mean, just in the first few seconds of the ad, when you saw the cute little girl with her big imaginary friend and then the music, you're already feeling just the emotion. And then watching her grow up and then being embarrassed of the imaginary friend and shoving him away. And then as an adult, feeling comfortable enough to embrace the imaginary friend and that part of her childhood. And of course, the best part is not only did it pull on your heartstrings and make you feel all the holiday feels, but it also connects with the brand, which not all of these ads are doing. And McDonald's is that thing you liked as a kid, whether it was the Shamrock Shakes or the McRibs, which are a couple American things that, you know, people loved as kids and don't want to admit they loved once they or don't want to admit that they still consume as adults. But whether it's the fries or the shakes or whatever it is, it really, I think, resonates with the brand. The only thing that doesn't resonate is they're pushing carrots here. And we all know nobody goes to McDonald's for carrots. Let's be honest. It's the fries or the chicken nuggets or something much less healthy. But I thought that was a terrific ad. That's definitely one of my favorites. All right, next up is M&S Food, and I love Marks and Sparks. I love M&S Food, so I'm very excited to see this ad.
Whoops.
What happens in M&S after hours? We're about to find out.
Baubles.
Percy Pig.
Gotcha.
Gonna come to life.
Oh, hello, tiny fairy lady.
Hello, Percy. Merry Christmas.
Christmas? I've never had a Christmas before.
Woohoo! Oh, now I've done it. Percy, wait!
What's that?
Collection Golden Blonde Christmas Pudding.
I've never seen anything so beautiful in all my 23 seconds of life.
Oh, good news, Percy.
Thank you.
Collection Smoked Salmon. Mild and delicate. Sound like anyone you know?
It's not ringing any bells. Rude.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Wait a minute, is that Dawn French, who's the tiny fairy lady? I think I recognize that voice. She's awesome.
Oh, you're gonna love this one. The triple chocolate panettone.
I think my tail likes it.
Percy! This is not just Christmas food. This is M&S Christmas food.
All right, that is a terrific ad because it's festive. It's very branded M&S because you got Percy Pig. And then they even talked about a couple of their products and showed close-ups and make you want to try them. So I think this one's a really good one as well. Not as good as the McDonald's one, but I think this is a terrific Christmas ad for M&S. Not nearly as emotional, but a really fun Christmas ad that I think it might not make everybody cry and win all the awards for being the most creative, but I think it's probably a pretty effective Christmas ad. Time for Morrisons ad. Let's see what this supermarket has to tell us this Christmas.
Have you heard about Farmer Christmas? You mean Father Christmas, right? No. But he brings us the presents. Come here.
What is that accent?
There he is. Farmer Christmas.
Farmer Christmas. Oh.
He works all year too. But the big man's got the sleigh. So is he. His reindeer, right? Where are we? His workshop. He's even got magic helpers. Loads of them.
All looks good except for those terrible mince pies.
He's been. I told you. Can I tell you a secret?
I think that's a really sweet ad. I don't think it is as amazing as some of the other ones, but when you're Morrisons and you're competing against M&S and Waitrose and some of these bigger brands, even Tesco and Aldi, I think differentiating yourself by saying you have the farm fresh produce and products. I thought the Farmer Christmas angle was cute. So I think this is a pretty solid Christmas ad. Next up is John Lewis, and of course I'm very excited about this one because John Lewis is my favorite shop, even though I don't shop there that much because I'm too cheap, but I do love John Lewis, so I'm anxious to see what they have. Well, unexpected guest. UFO for Christmas.
I only knew you for a while.
Christmas tree.
I never saw your smile till it was time to go away. This is some time.
No, if you're going to give her something from planet Earth, not the mince pies. No, yuck.
We'll always be together, however far it seems.
I think that was a really sweet ad. It definitely had the emotion and brought in the Christmas spirit. It had the gifting, and that's why we give gifts, is so that people will know that we care about them and they'll remember us by those gifts. But honestly, this is not as good. It didn't tug on the heartstrings as much. And also, I felt like the messaging was a little off for 2021. The Tesco ad, where it's like, no one's stopping us from having this great, huge, festive, wonderful Christmas, that felt more 2021 to me. This feels a little more 2020. It's like you can't be with people, so you send them a gift to let them know you love them, and kind of remembering and connecting with people far away. So I think this is a good ad, but I wouldn't put it in the great category. Sorry, John Lewis. And now we have Iceland's ad. Iceland is a new brand that I discovered this year, so I'm curious to see what their ad's like. Okay, wait a minute. The Iceland ad looks like the John Lewis ad. What's going on? I'm so confused. Oh my word! They're spoofing the John Lewis ad by making the alien, what is that, like a potato head? Oh, pickled onion. Oh my word. Iceland gets points because that is super memorable. Having a spoof on the John Lewis ad, that is way clever. So yeah, I give props to Iceland for taking John Lewis, who often I think has had the iconic ads in the past, and just spoofing them and making your own and eat an alien. So yeah, I think this is going to be a memorable ad that people will enjoy this Christmas. And I mean, I think Iceland's kind of a cheeky brand anyway, right? So that's spoofing things. We go to Iceland so we can get frozen food we don't want to make ourselves or go buy at Greg's or whatever. So I think this is a solid ad. And one more, last one, we're going to do Sainsbury's.
I'm coming. So let's make it a Christmas to savor.
This is one of those ads where I had to watch the whole thing before I really understood what was going on. And now it kind of makes sense. I think it was a good ad. I think what they were trying to do was show us all of the different parts of Christmas, all the things that are so familiar and fun, and all the activity and action of all the people and the food and the decorations and the activities of Christmas, and just how we missed that all last year. And it's kind of like, at last, we finally get to have the Christmas we wish we could have had last year, and make it a Christmas to savor. So I thought this was a good one, but it didn't have quite the emotional power or the memorability of some of the other ones. Yeah, it's interesting because in the US, for us, the really big advertising occasion is Super Bowl advertising. And when I worked at PepsiCo, that was the big thing every year. We tried to come up with our very, very best ads that we would introduce on the Super Bowl. That's where we would air them for the first time. And so it's really curious to me to see how in Britain, Christmas advertising, kind of end of November, beginning of December, is their Super Bowl, when everyone rolls out their best ads. And I think, there's various things we look at. We look at how much does it bring emotion, how much does it make us have an affinity toward that brand, and how much does it make us want to buy stuff? How memorable is that in general? So for me, having just watched 10 or 11 adverts right now, I'd say McDonald's, that was the one that won for me. It's tugging on my heartstrings. I loved the McDonald's ad. I also thought it was really good in terms of its brand messaging of making you think that at Christmas you want to return to your roots and of childhood and have some McDonald's. I also really loved Tesco's ad because to me it was very 2021. Let's just go celebrate and have a great Christmas. And I loved the M&S ad because it was delicious and made me want to go buy food at M&S. Same with Waitrose, made me want to go buy food at Waitrose this Christmas. And really, the Iceland ad was just so memorable. That's an ad that I think will get talked about. So good on them for that. But I really want to hear your thoughts. So let me know in the comments what you thought of these adverts.
If you have suggestions of your favorite British Christmas adverts from years past, please let me know and I will check those out as well. Who knows, I might even do another reaction video. Thanks so much for watching this one, and do something good in the world today.